Gareth, the international break, there's always the question of does it come at a good time, at a bad time? How was it timed for you?
Yeah, a bit different to what I'm used to. Obviously, maybe a couple at my last club, but this was, I think the only continent we didn't cover was Oceania. There, everyone's gone everywhere. Africa and America, Europe. It's been interesting to try and keep track with them all and keep up with them all. But there's some great results. Some real good results. London the other night against Spain. Brilliant. And obviously Jamal getting a good result away at the Aztec. Some fantastic places they've played, and Senegal winning as well. So no, it's real interesting for me to try and keep track of everyone. Fingers crossed there's no injuries. Looking at the minutes, thinking has anyone come off at a strange time that they shouldn't have come off on. And but no, really pleased with the boys. I'm sure someone will be bouncing this morning coming in the building, especially Lyndon. We'll keep him to keep him off the ceiling. Because that's a brilliant result for them. But yeah, we've worked here. Usually there's time off over international breaks for people, but we couldn't do that here. I wanted to keep working, keep getting the messages into the boys, the training regime, the philosophy that we're trying to get going. We're sort of one extreme to the other. We need to get somewhere in between. That's what I want to play like, and we'll get there. But it's been an interesting week, but a good week, and looking forward now to the majority of the squad. I think there's one who's just flying in a little bit later today, but majority will be back in today for training. 2 days prep, and then it's all go again. No rest for the wicked, as they say. We'll be up at Wigan preparing right tomorrow, going up there and looking forward to a good game on Saturday.
Injuries have been the key talking point of QPR since the moment you came in, and indeed for your predecessor as well. Seeing 3 of them come back and play for the B team on Monday, how pleasing was that to see those back there?
Really pleased, and I have to say, for my predecessor, you understand how difficult it was, at times, because there's a lot of injuries at this place. There was a lot of people missing, and you take your best players out of any team, your Haalands, your Van Dijks, whoever it is, you take them out of the team, you see what happens to those teams. We've had some big players missing, we really have, and to see Chris Willock, Leon Balogun, Ethan Laird all playing on Monday, against Birmingham in a B team game was brilliant. I think it's really a good use of the B team as well. I think Chris and Ramsey and Paul Furlong there, with open arms saying, yeah, get your boys involved. It's great for some of the young boys to play with them, but also minutes for those boys who've been out for so long has been crucial for me. There's still some more that I want to come back. There is still some on the sidelines, and I think there may be 1 or 2 knocks that we have picked up during this couple of weeks of international games. But we're going to definitely be stronger. No disrespect to anyone that's come in, but I've been giving debuts here and there, and young boys coming in and doing a good job, by the way. But we need your seasoned pros back, especially for a running like we've got now. But yeah, all came through. All had planned minutes to do, and was pleased with all of them. Yeah.
For the players that weren't involved on Monday, obviously I'm assuming that means they're a little bit behind those that were involved. Does that mean they're definitely out for Saturday at Wigan, or is it a case of waiting to see how they are over the course of the week?
No, not at all. We do things right here, and there's collaboration between myself and Les and the medical teams and the coaching staff and the players themselves. This is modern football. It's not a dictatorship here. That's what happens. We've got to make sure that everyone's on board with what we're trying to do. Some may just not have been ready for those minutes on Monday and may need an extra day or an extra 2 days. But the intensity of training as well is been ramped up. We've been hearing from the boys that the way we train is more intense than they used to as well. So they're getting fitter doing that anyway. There's all different ways to get your squad fit, and we'll make sure that the squad we take to Wigan is one that I'm really happy with, that I believe can compete in the game. Which everyone will say, oh, this is a huge game, 6-pointer. You can only ever get 3 points for it, but there's 8 huge games coming up now for this football club, and I've been in this situation before when I was last year as a player, and the Greggs and Gary Waddock and Ollie in the season, we were survival, we're trying to survive, and that's what we're all about. And it's going to be that now for the next 8 games. I've told the boys, told them exactly what's coming, exactly what they've got to stand up to, the test they've got to show, and I firmly believe we've got enough in this building to comfortably get points on the board.
Wigan have picked up 3 points from their last 8 fixtures, exactly the same as QPR. Is it two teams going onto the pitch that are struggling for confidence?
Yeah, of course. You're not hiding things here. Both teams have had a tough second half of the season. Wigan probably a tough season, really. And again, if I can just mention their financial issues as well, it shows this championship can be absolutely ruthless. With finances and that. And the owners of this place have been brilliant over the years, absolutely brilliant. And funded this place to get high in this league, to get to the Premier League. At one stage, but to sustain that is just impossible, with the figures that people are talking about, to do that with financial fair play coming in now, and so I think Wigan are a story of this is tough. This is a real tough league. Only, let's say, we keep harping on about January. Only 4 teams spending some serious money. A lot of teams losing out. Not many Premier League teams picking products from the Championship anymore. They're going elsewhere, and it's really hurting football. So I think that Wigan, there's some sympathy and empathy, really, because I was at clubs that have gone into administration before and not been able to pay wages and that, and I don't think they're close to that, but it's been a struggle for them. So we've got to be careful. There's this siege mentality amongst the players. They're going to be rallying together, of course. But yeah, 2 teams really that we can't hide from anything. We've been in horrendous form, we really have, and we booked the trend against Watford, which was a brilliant performance, which tells me that it's there. We can do it, we can do it. Blackpool, let's forget about that quickly because that was a real collapse. But Birmingham going 1-0 after 2 minutes, right? Brilliant, boys, not collapsing, not then thinking this is it, we've lost again. I saw some steps forward, which I was really impressed with. And again, we didn't have your seasoned pros. We haven't had the keys to unlock a defence that sits in against us sometimes. These keys are coming back really close now, and I'm looking forward to getting them in the team, seeing what we can do against teams that may sit in against us, teams that might come at us because they need points as well. All our games, I think, are against either relegation candidates or playoff candidates. So there's going to be no easy games at all. There's going to be no mid-table mediocrity, hopefully, apart from us. And that's where I aim to be at the end of the season. I'll probably have to write the playoffs off now, and we'll have to just get to that mid-table. But next season will be a whole different story. I'm looking forward to get my teeth stuck into that. Really am, because I know what I can do when I have a full season, a window, a big year ahead of me. Got to turn this place around quickly though now, between now and the 8th of May, and I intend to do that.
And just very finally, Wigan are 8 points adrift of safety at the moment. You talk about whether teams will sit in or go at you. With their situation and with only 8 games remaining, you would imagine 3 points is all that they will be looking for. So does it mean it will be an open affair from their side? Is that what you're anticipating?
I mean, it's hard, man. They've got some good players. You look at their team sheet, they've got some good players. So, of course, they're going to want the 3 points, but not at the sake of losing horrendously or leaving themselves open. It's going to be a cagey game, It's a game that, again, a lot will be put on. But again, we've got 7 more after this. I'm very confident we can achieve enough points that we need to stay in the Championship. Can't wait for it, really can't. I'll be getting the boys up for it this morning. They'll never get me down, it was a tough challenge from the moment I walked in this place, but I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm hoping the boys can stand up to them challenges too.